of our course, writing a composition. As you know, writing a composition is not like writing essays on history or biology. You will improve your writing English compositions if only you practice frequently and read widely. But here we are going to discuss the parts of the composition. A composition has three parts. Part number one, a beginning called introduction, which is the first part of the essay. Number two, a middle called the body of the essay, which is most important. Number three, an end called the conclusion. This paragraph completes the essay. We are going to discuss these three parts one after another. Planning. You cannot write a composition unless you have a plan. Number one, first write down any ideas relevant to the theme as they come into your head. Don't worry about the order at first. Just write a word or two words for each idea. Then arrange the points in a correct order or in a logical order. Number two, never begin a sentence unless you know exactly how it is going to continue and end. Here you have to pay attention to the structure and the building of the sentence. As you know, the sentence starts with a noun followed by a verb and the rest of the sentence, whether they are adjectives or adverbs. Number three, vary the length of your sentences. You can write short, long sentences using connectives or any joining words. Number four, always try to find the way that exactly express your ideas. Do not use wrong words. Don't use words which you do not understand their meaning. Here's the introduction. First, it is a general statement with which you begin your introduction. The purpose of the introduction is to introduce the topic to the readers and get their attention. The introduction should not be too long. Here, many students make a mistake when they think that a composition has a formal introduction. There is no formal introductory sentence. The reader can guess what are you going to say from the introduction because it is a general statement. It introduces the topic to the reader. The body. Each paragraph in the body consists of a topic sentence and several supporting sentences. Each paragraph should discuss one topic. Don't discuss two topics in one paragraph. Conclusion. This is the most important part also in the composition because it gives the composition its final shape. The conclusion borrows from everything that has gone before. It is like a summary. It gives the composition its final shape. The conclusion is the part which will have the most effect on the readers. So you have to know how your composition is going to end before you start writing. Here is a summary how to write a good composition. Number one, write down any ideas relevant to the theme as they come into your head. Consider the ideas again and arrange them in a logical order. Here, there is something which you have to bear in mind. Your final exam has some ideas and opinions. You have to add some of these ideas to the composition. Number three, make sure that your introduction gets the reader's attention. Number 4, finish or round off the composition in the concluding paragraph. Here we have example of a descriptive topic, airplanes. The introduction. Airplanes are the fastest means of transport. They can travel at a very high speed, therefore cover long distances in a short time. This is an introductory sentence. You can see it is not long. It is a long sentence, but it is one sentence. Your introduction should not be too long, one or two sentences. Airplanes are the fastest means of transport. They can travel at a very high speed, therefore cover long distances in a short time. The body. Airplanes have a lot of advantages. Here is a topic sentence, and the rest of the paragraph explain or give examples for the topic sentence. Because of their high speed, people who are in a hurry, like businessmen, politicians, and sick people, use the plane. A plane is the most relaxing type of travel. Travelers also don't need to worry about their safety because there are full safety instructions in case of emergency. Planes provide travelers with good services. Moreover, passengers are treated with immense respect by the air host. It is also exciting to travel above the clouds and over the mountains. Planes give aid to victims of disasters and people in trouble and danger. Here we have the disadvantages of aeroplanes. The paragraph starts on the other hand. It's a hook. It joins the paragraph which mentions the advantage of airplanes with the coming paragraph which talks about the disadvantages of airplanes. On the other hand, planes have a number of disadvantages. They are expensive, so only rich people can afford to travel by air. They cause noise pollution to the people living close to the airports. Sometimes planes are involved in serious accidents, causing death to almost all people. So you can see the body has two paragraphs. One deals with the advantages of airplanes, and the second deals with the disadvantages of airplanes. Here comes the conclusion, the last paragraph in the topic. In spite of these problems, planes have been the most important invention during the last few decades or years. This is a conclusion. It is one sentence. It gives your topic the final shape. Now we have come to the end of the composition. Let us read the topic from the beginning to the end to see the parts of your composition. Airplanes are the fastest means of transport. They can travel at a very high speed, therefore cover long distances in a short time. Airplanes have a lot of advantages. Because of their high speed, people who are in a hurry, like businessmen, politicians, and sick people, use the plane. A plane is the most relaxing type of travel. Travelers also don't need to worry about their safety because there are full safety instructions in case of emergency. Planes provide travelers with good services. Moreover, passengers are treated with immense respect by the host. It is also exciting to travel above the clouds and over the mountains. Planes give aid to victims of disasters and people in trouble and danger. On the other hand, planes have a number of disadvantages. They are expensive, so only rich people can afford to travel by air. They cause noise pollution to the people living close to the airports. Sometimes planes are involved in serious accidents causing death to almost all people. In spite of these problems, planes have been the most important invention during the last few decades. Here is a second example, television. First, look at the introduction. Television is one of the most important sections of mass media that affects life in many ways. You can use many introductory sentences. For example, you can say television has a lot of advantages and a number of disadvantages. There is no formal introduction for your topic. Television is one of the most important sections of mass media that affects life in many ways. In many ways can be explained or means television has advantages and disadvantages. The body. Television has a lot of advantages, a topic sentence. It is a source of knowledge about different cultures and science. It opens a window on the world and makes it a small village. Moreover, it is educational because it helps you to visit places which you cannot reach physically. It is also a good method for advertising and commercial manufacture. Besides, television is a good entertainment. You can watch movies, plays, sport, and many other interesting programs. In addition, the television provides company for lonely and elderly people. Above all, television helps us to be up to date with the current affairs such as wars and conferences. This body talks about the advantages, or this paragraph talks about the advantages of TV. Here is the second paragraph in the main body. On the other hand, television has a number of disadvantages. It steals the time we would normally spend in practicing hobbies, reading, and visiting families. Besides, some programs are against our religion and habits. Watching television for a long time affects eyes and general health badly. Moreover, most of the children's programs create violence aspects in the child's character. Above all, television is passive entertainment because you don't do anything but only watch and listen. This is the second paragraph of the body. In the body, there are two paragraphs. The first one mentions the advantages of TV. The second, the disadvantages of TV. Here comes the last paragraph, the conclusion or concluding sentence. Whether good or bad, television has entered our homes and become part of our families. However, we have to be more careful and use it in the best way, right?